I don't have it all figured out. And that's exactly why I decided to start my YouTube channel today. I said, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and launch. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure it's going to work out for me because I have faith and I don't have what? Fear. Okay. That's a lie. I do have fear, but I will not allow fear to control my movements and my destiny. Okay, so today on my YouTube channel, I'll just reiterate by saying my name is Trent Rollins. I am part of Tenfold Fitness, and the goal here is to be an opinionated fitness enthusiast to provide you guys tips, nutrition, as well as coaching if you need it, and overall react and inspire and educate you all as best as I can along this journey of life. So, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, check out the channel, and we'll get started. So, the first topic is fear. Okay, so fear is a self-preservation emotion that dictates how we navigate specific situations, particularly if it's a threat to our overall well-being, physically, emotionally, or mentally. Okay, so oftentimes a lot of us have fear for a variety of things. It could be going into a new job interview. It could be leaving your hometown. It could also be deciding to do something that is outside of your typical normative, meaning it could be going back to school. Whatever it is, fear has a chokehold on all of us, especially societally, right? So once I had this internalization and this realization, I decided it was upon me to make decisions that would conquer this fear. And one of the main things I could do was start a channel, talk to individuals as well as groups, and let them know that there's ways that we can conquer this. And the main way that I found that is going to be beneficial to conquering your fear is by having a strategy, having a system, having a routine, and having a community around you that allows you to step out of the cave, so to speak, and adventure into the world and have all the opportunities at its fingertips awarded to you because you decided to make the harder decision. You decided to push through that comfort zone. I can attribute this to the gym for a lot of individuals who are stuck in the same rut, so to speak, when it comes to the gym. So either they're doing the same routine, they're working out in the same style, or they're not challenging or changing any of their dietary habits. Okay, this is again a self-protective mechanism that we do because it feels safe. We feel comfortable doing it. I myself have had to make changes. One of them would be changing from either a calisthenic style workout or for weights, and then switching to yoga or Pilates, things like that. Right? It's fearful at first. We don't want to get hurt. Our body is fighting us to do something that we otherwise don't want to do. But when we do, we get so much more value, get so many more experiences, and you grow as a person by default of doing that. So that's why I feel so empowered to get on here today and inform you guys that you can attribute this whole fear mechanism through fitness, through life, through lessons. All right. So um, take a plateau that you have in the gym. All right. Let's use dumbbells. We are chest pressing 65 pounds. And when I chest press 65 pounds, I am very comfortable when I chest press 65 pounds. However, once I grab the 85 pounds, I am no longer comfortable. So I might just do 3 or 4 reps, right? It's the willingness to ask somebody for a spot or the willingness to research and go back and apply and then go into that set and challenge myself to go ahead and push through to those 85s. That's going to allow me to grow and that's going to allow me to move forward in other aspects of my life in the fitness realm. Okay, let's take a job interview. Let's say you've recently got a degree, shout out to me, and you want to go into a job interview because you want to be a stockbroker. You passed your tests and now you need to go into this job interview and you want to make sure you do well. Well, you need to have a process and a routine for these job interviews so that you feel comfortable and confident that you can deliver the person they need for the interview, right? So the fear that you have is natural, but is only because either A, you have not prepared B, not set up your routine, or C, you are not consistent with the two that I mentioned. So that's where the process is so important. That routine is so important because it's going to enable you to conquer and hurdle these fears that you might be having, because it's so profound in our society that we want to make sure we're just following the line, trickling down, and checking that box, and then we get home, feel safe and secure. Okay, so there's so many more internal realizations that you have on fear that I have not yet discussed, and I won't be able to cover them all in this video, but I just wanted to get on here and say that just like many of you, I've had to deal with fear, and I'm going to be conquering it. And one of the ways I will be attempting to conquer it is by having a process and a routine that's going to allow me to be consistent so that I can continue to push through and get to these goals that I have for myself. So if that's something that you find would be helpful for you, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, and we will go ahead and tackle this together. Hope you guys have a great, fantastic rest of your day, and make sure to stay fitness focused.